That's right. Push a button, Croc.
Hey, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role playing games with friends after usually hanging out for an hour or so. It turns well with the Stellar Conflict game, which is great. This is part of Star Wars Saturdays, which is an ongoing anthology campaign that I've been running for coming up on 6 years, where I take various RPGs and reskin, hack, or just drop them straight in to Star Wars, the setting, and we gather together and tell stories set in Star Wars as members of the Open Hearth community, which you should totally check out. We love you folks to come in and join us. I don't love you, love you. I don't know where I started with a sentence, but I'm trying to end it a little better than I started it because that was a heck of a commitment. This is the 9th of 10 scheduled sessions of a game called Stellar Conflict. Stellar Conflict was created as a Star Warsy hack of Dungeon World and shared with Google Plus. Pour one out, not my Pepsi one because it tastes really good, but like imaginary, pour one out for Google Plus. Jared James created the Stellar Conflict game. I quite like it. We've had a really good time with it, and every time we play, we add more stuff to it. So it's quite a Franken game at this point. It's playable though. In our game so far, a great deal has happened, so I'll only pick up with the most recent bits, but we are currently, all of the crew is on a Venator class Star Destroyer. We're located in Warlord Zinj's empire. The time frame is after the death of Palpatine, when New Republic is rising to free the galaxy of the clutches of the Empire. However, a man by the name of Warlord Zinj has an Imperial remnant that's rather large, and this Venator class Star Destroyer, the Reclamator, is here at a place called Arcs, the League of Arcs, which is moons and a bunch of gas refineries all clustered around the planet of Arcs, a gas supergiant. And this Venator class Star Destroyer has arrived with some Sith aboard. These Sith, one of them turns out calling himself Darth Ominous. He turned out to be a Twi'lek and used to be Fonric Bray, the brother of one of our PCs. Among the crew trying to free Tyr Path and the and Kaz Kingrave, who's already free, and Tassa Bray, who's currently already free. What amongst the crew is also a Radataki, a talkative Radataki techie by the name of Lilu Lerji, and a rebellious, carefree, but sometimes money motivated woman by the name of Rika Samyan, an ex of Cincinnati, and also a current Cause Kingrave, but maybe, I don't know, it's complicated. Lots of hashtags there. In the last few moments before we ended the session, Tassa Bray had been able to reach out to her brother. Meanwhile, in this conflict, the two of them, Sombra, the apprentice of Darth Ominous, decided this was her moment and attacked him. Luckily, Cause Kingrave, quick with the gun, blasted her, and she is now laying stunned at the feet of Darth Ominous, who's wearing a Sith mask that has been sliced ever so perfectly, and there's a I think one of the eyes is actually gummed up because he put some kind of putty, bondo, something black scar across the Sith mask. So in this dining conference hall is the Darth Ominous and Tassa Bray and Cause Kingrave, as well as Cincinnati Enrica Samiana. Cincinnati and Enrica Samian are currently in their limited edition Stormtrooper outfits that you can get if you turn in a certain number of UPC codes of buying a bunch of other animated action figures of Kaz Kingrave and Tassa Bray. But we don't know where Tila Path is, except that she, like all of you, had been captured. So, yeah, it was Sin who landed the stunning blow. Thank you for that. Sorry. Kaz Kingrave, amazing shot, except when it counts. And that's when he gets XP. Cincinnati, however, pulled off the stun blast because Kaz was going full bore, like just blasting.
Yeah,
was gonna
yeah.
Thank you for reminding me of that. I really appreciate it. Keep me honest, guys. But yeah, it was Cincinnati who stunned. Stunning. He's a stunner, really, is what we're saying, basically. I mean, look at
long have I said, Soul Run Cincinnati, he's a stunner.
It's true. That's true. But that's all of our setup. We're 9 sessions in. I'm not going to make you guys do intros. For the last 2 sessions, it's just, hey, look at what it says at the bottom. That's the character they're playing. If you've got questions, there are 8 previous episodes. This is the cuts that I make when we hang out for too long. So we begin. Tirla Path. You have been in a holding cell. I'm imagining the holding cell doesn't have the like force shield that you might see in some of the Clone Wars episodes. It's like an actual physical door. This is a Venator class. It's one of the older Imperial Star Destroyers. And there are a couple of stormtroopers who are stationed outside of this cell. You've been in solitaire. You've been solitary confinement. It's been hours. How have you passed the time?
Remind me how I was captured.
Great question. A quick flashback to when the Duchess Gambit took multiple hits trying to escape from the clutches, trying to dial in your hyperdrive, and then the hyperdrive failed. We cut past to you guys being captured, but as we do a little bit of cut footage, we like insert it in with some music and a quick montage. I think Tirla Path, you were like the stormtroopers boarded. They used a tractor beam, boarded the ship. Do you think Tirla Path surrendered, or was she hit with a stun bolt and carried away?
Hit with a stun bolt for sure.
Cool. Yeah. So that's what happened.
Yeah. I think at least I think I spent most of the time like trying to figure out if there's a way out of here. Is there an air duct? Can I like hack the panel or something? But I'm not a slicer and any of that. So I've been like,
it's not like you had some armor that you could like
walls.
hack up and make a weapon out of. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Shoo, the door opens, and for a moment you see a stormtrooper, but then you notice that the stormtrooper's head is like lolling to the side, and he falls down. I'm imagining like there are a couple steps into the cell. Boom, boom, boom. He falls down the steps, and a person enters. He is a person you have seen before. He has this nice curly beard, leather kind of jacket thing. It's none other than the bounty hunter who you guys punked on the space station, like, I don't know, 4 games ago, Ven Agander. And he steps in. Come with me if you want to live. They're going to execute you. I will get you home.
Ooh. I will go with him, but I won't. But I'm not like I don't buy what he's selling. But yeah, it's better than being in a cell. And I think I have to say something. Um, I can think of something smart ass to say to that, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit where we see the actors for Tale of Path trying like 10 or 11 different pithy comments, and it's like, cut, cut, cut. Like, okay, we'll just work one in later. That's fine. That's fine. Take a couple shots of you with your hair specifically that way so that we can like reframe the shot for reshoots later. It's fine. We'll get somebody to come in and like, writer's strike. What are we going to do? Right. Cool. So he evidently killed these two stormtroopers. You don't see blood on them. You're not sure how they died, but they're super dead. And here's a hallway. He's going to lead you to, he says, we're going to an auxiliary hangar where my ship awaits.
So
This
is
way.
he like just walking ahead of me, or has he like grabbed me by the arm and is dragging me along?
I think he's a physical guy. He's grabbed you by the arm at this point. Like he waved for you come up to the steps, and then he reaches out, grabs your arm, and he says, "We're going to an auxiliary hangar." And he's actually headed away from where we know the PCs are. And we know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I have much to put up against that right now. I think I'll let him drag me along, and but I'm looking for an opportunity to get away from it because
Awesome.
I'd rather be like on my own aboard the Star Destroyer than with him on his ship.
Nice. There's a point where you're looking for some way out, and he just pushes you aside into like a small section of hallway and steps to the side, and you see a half dozen stormtroopers just bolting. Like they just came around the corner just moments after he moved out of the way. They're bolting down the hallway, and one of the stormtroopers calls out and says, "What's the alarm again?" He says, "Ominous. He needs us." And they rush on. And says, "Yeah, which one is it?" And it says, "Yeah, it's Kingrave." Okay. And they take off running with their E11 blasters, and you hear in the distance, Tirla, a couple blaster bolts echoing down the hallway. We cut back to the most interesting man in the galaxy and his friends, Tassa Bray, Cos Kingrave, and Cincinnati Soul Run. So at this point, you've got Darth Ominous, who, Tassa, you very correctly pointed out, hey, your rage almost caused you to hurt me. And he has his lightsaber. It's ignited. It's sitting there in that low hum. Tassa, for a moment, you felt like you reached out to him and made a connection, but something just severed it. What do you do?
And where is Sombra? Is she on the ground?
She's on the ground. She's just been stunned.
Yeah.
Darth Ominous is the only person in this room that isn't a friendly. I mean, Rika, currently friendly.
And if I'm not mistaken, we ended with everybody saying we need to bug out.
Yeah,
right?
Rika had screamed out, "Hey, stormtroopers on the way. We got to go." And Lethu saying, "Hey, I don't think the Duchess is going to make it. Let's take Sombra's ship. This looks nice."
And I think I'm going to step up and I'm going to try to engage Darth Ominous while they figure out where they're going to go. And this is going to be I know that things have happened since you left. I've seen darkness within the world myself since I left, looking for you. But you know that there's a place to come back to. There's a home, whether it's back where we came from or not. there's a place for you and people who care about you. And you don't have to go down this road. So, Rich, we can either do this as a parlay, a negotiation, or we can do this as a distraction, however you want to do it. Yeah.
What's more important? Like, what are you trying to achieve? Do you are this a genuine offer and you're willing to put it on the line for the offer, or is Tasa's main intention to try to buy time?
That's a good question. I think it's definitely it's a I'm going to step forward and make the earnest offer.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Cool. You get to roll with disadvantage.
Yeah. So that is a parlay. I'm sorry, were you going to say something for ominous?
I'd like to see dice hit the table. That will
Okay.
help determine the reaction better.
Okay, so this is 3d6, and my charisma is 0. It's charisma, right?
3d6.
Yeah.
Keep the worst 2.
Here we
Charisma
go.
0. Oh my!
I think that's a fail no matter how you count it.
That is a foe. Okay.
Yeah.
So his reaction.
Tasa Bray, you have a choice. You come with me, and they can leave. You will die with all of them.
And he will turn the lightsaber towards you. And you see, Tasa, there's a moment before he sweeps to put his lightsaber in your face. There's a hesitation. There's a war going on inside his head. The darkness is winning. What do you do?
Okay, so we're in the hangar, correct?
No.
No, we're in a room.
Yes, you're still in the conference room, the big fight.
It's like a cloud kind of cloud city kind of room. Is that right?
It's all. I mean, yeah, sure.
Great. So I'm going to step forward. It's like a conference kind of room.
Yes.
I'll step forward as if I am going to go with him, but oh. I want to analyze. I think I want to see if he's telling the truth about letting everyone go. Is that
yeah,
analyze?
sure. Why not?
There's something about are you telling the truth or something like that? One of the moves, is that right?
Analyze is studying a situation or person, and what is about to happen is definitely a question you could apply to answer that query.
Fantastic. Okay, yeah. So let's see what that looks like, and that is wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
Disadvantage?
I think yes.
Okay.
You are very wise, though. I'm sure it'll work out. I hope you marked XP for that failure, by the way.
I did, yes. Ooh, that is whoops. I rolled.
Oh, nice. A 6 and a 3. And adding 3 because your wisdom is a 12. Holy cats and kittens. That is great. You get 3 questions from the list below.
So I think what is about to happen.
Sure. It is a genuine offer. If you submit to him, he will let Cause Kingrove and Cincinnati go. You also realize, and Rika, you also realize that he carefully phrased it, or his intention is he's not letting Tirlapath go. That's not happening. It wasn't even on the table. It's like your friends here can go.
I see.
Oh, don't forget you have empathy as well. So you can add those to the list of.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh, how can I make your character feel How can I make your character feel nostalgic for before they had gone down the dark side?
That's nice. I like that. You realize you have a stroke of inspiration as you realize your words have reached your brother. He does have that nostalgia. He hasn't forgotten that connection, but there is something stronger, his connection to the dark side, that is cutting him off from really feeling those feelings.
Yeah.
And you realize that the strongest connection that you had to him is when that mask was cracked open.
I see. And I'll hold on to the next question because I'm not sure exactly what to ask yet.
Sure.
Yeah. And I will step forward, like I said, the way it looks on screen is I'm stepping forward as if I am going to join him.
Nice. Yeah, he will take that as
Even
you...
better, to make this look good on screen, I'm going to step forward in front of him with that lit red lightsaber, and I go down to one knee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's sweet. Yes. Yeah, so he refers to you as his apprentice. And yeah, I'm curious though, since Cause Kingrave in Cincinnati, it seems like Tasa Bray has bought you some time / gone to the dark side too. Rika is gonna bail on you both if you don't take off. Cause, what do you do?
I think Cause is, a little confused by the turn of events. But he's not gonna leave. Tossa, the whole reason we're here is to get you. We need to go. You're coming with us. We're getting off this rock.
And I'm going to turn and I'm going to say, go. You should take care of your business now. And at that hesitation, as that hesitation, then I'm going to do something. I'm going to telekinetically push Darth Ominous away. So let's see what that looks like while it's on the.
Man, Cause Kingrave hesitates for a moment, and you turn and shove your brother away.
I am. So I want to narrate this, but I want to see what the dice look like first. My telekinesis says you use it to manipulate or throw something roughly the human size or less. Roll plus wisdom. Would this be at disadvantage because it's opposed?
Yeah, he's definitely going to oppose that.
Yeah. So let me see what that looks like. Oh, that's Snake Eyes.
And oh man,
yeah,
that's awesome.
So what this looks like, I turn and I say, "Go about your business," and I turn back to him, and from that lower vantage point, while I'm kneeling, that's whenever I put out both hands and I shove at him, with using the telekinesis to see what happens. Yeah,
nice.
Cool. Kind of pushing back into the corner or something like that.
Yeah. I get you. Sweet. So, yeah. So, here's what happens. He has the lightsaber there. You did the kneel down. He had extinguished his lightsaber. Cause you say, "Hey, we're not going to leave you. You're the whole reason we're here." Cause over your headpiece, right, like your little comm headpiece, you receive a communication as this tense standoff is going on. It's Sadie. Master Kingrave, sorry to bother you. I know you're probably deeply engaged in something important, but I need you to know that, unfortunately, the Star Patrol has allowed Vanaganda to escape. He's stolen a ship and is now aboard the Venator.
Oh, this day gets worse and worse. Sin, we gotta go. We gotta find Tirla.
And then you see Tasa, who had convinced you all that she was gonna turn tails. She tries to, she does something, and the lightsaber comes up, and he takes off right here at this point, completely cauterized your right hand, Tassa Bray. And then he shoves you to the ground. Let's go ahead and have you roll a d10.
Now we're playing Star Wars, people. Somebody has lost a hand.
Okay. D10. So that's a 3.
Okay, but let's check gear because I thought there was something else about the license. So the hand is gone.
Yeah.
Close plus 1 damage, so it's 4. Okay, there we go. And messy. So bam. 4 hit points of damage. And you have lost your half of your arm. Yeah.
I start blasting.
Nice. Do it. Just blast them.
And
Blast
I think
them.
I think I fall to the ground, right? I'm crumpled
yeah,
on,
I think so.
on the floor.
Yeah, I think that lightsaber slash happens, and Kaz just starts unloading at Darth Ominous, and he says, "Sin, grab her."
Yep, I
And-
run defense on Tassa and gonna drag her out.
Rika's like poking her head out of the doorway. Pew, pew, pew. She's like, we
Bitch is
really
covering
have
me.
to go. And then boom, she gets shot in the chest. And she turns to look back at you for a minute, Sin, and boom, she just drops to the deck. But let's see how Kaz is doing. Go ahead and blast him, buddy.
I'm blasting. Oh,
Nice! Oh man, that's awesome. On a 10 plus, you have a clear shot. Deal your damage.
Dealing my damage. My damage is a D10 because I'm a bounty hunter. All right. Only five.
Ooh, man, he's got a little bit of armor, but you could tell, man, that hurt. He staggers back. Since then, you've got a moment. You could rush in and try to scoop up Tassa Bray, and I don't know. I don't know if you grab for the arm or just Tassa Bray. It's totally up to you. It's fine. Or you can deal with Rika. She's probably dead.
No.
So what are you doing?
Now, Rika, I'm starting to see Rika as her own person, as the codependency between us just, becomes less and less. The dysfunction becomes less and less. So I see that she got shot on the shoulder. She's down. That sucks, but I gotta save Tassa. Tassa's like in the middle of everything. So you guys have seen Han Solo, how he doesn't know how to shoot. He's just like, he does this number. I think that's what I'm doing. I think I've got Tassa by one arm. I'm grabbing her out and I'm just like wildly shooting. Like, it's not to hit anyone, but just so that I don't get shot. And I don't, maybe I think I'm trying to trigger defense probably here.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that sounds wild. It's no problem picking up Tassa Bray at this moment. That's not a roll.
Cool. Then
It's when you head back out to the hallway that if you wanted to traverse the hallway and try to bug out, that you'd need to hit a move, I think. But if you're just trying to grab Tassa, because right now, Darth Ominous is like, I'm gonna deal with Kaz Kingrave. This guy who just went ape wild and shot at me a lot.
he
He can
did
do the thing.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we've moved onto the hallway then without triggering a move, then
Yeah.
and I'll just glance at Kira. Why am I blanking on her name?
Rika?
Rika. I'm sorry. It's Kira, but backwards.
there you go.
So I'm looking
It's
I'm looking at Rika. What's the deal with Rika? Is she
she's
mortally wounded, or
I think she got hit and she'll like fall back and she's looking up at the lights, the light pattern on the middle of the hallway, and she's breathing. She's not inert, but she's messed up.
okay, so is she just like battle shocked?
Yeah, battle shock,
okay.
bleeding.
I'll be like, hey, we gotta go. Hey, come on.
Nice. Let's see if you get active to fire, because there were stormtroopers who were firing at her. They're going to be firing at you now.
Oh my
so
gosh.
please act under fire.
Okay. That is plus
defy
what?
danger.
Okay.
Let's see,
Defy
what do you want to
danger.
do? I think you're trying to.
Like charisma? Am I trying to rile her up into action?
Sure. We'll see if you can charismatically wake her without getting shot by a bunch of other stormtroopers.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe they're fooled by your stormtrooper armor. You're arresting her.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely trying to have a moment of leadership here. Let's see what happens. Okay, at 12. That's good.
Wow. Okay, yeah. She I think I just died for a minute. Oh god, we're gonna die again. And she's like rolling over and trying to get up. Her
Oh
left
my
arm seems to
gosh.
be like out of it. She's not doing well, but she's awake. You rolled a 12 plus. She's gonna, and they're still firing at you and screaming like, "Lay down your guns!"
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm screaming at her like, "All right, soldier, get up." Something along those lines.
She's trying. Yeah, she's doing it. Like one arm, she's left her blaster behind. She's just in panic.
Grab your
Get the hell out
blaster. Hey,
of-
come on. Like I'm walking her through what she needs to do since her brain has, shut down.
Yeah, she's
So,
injured.
okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, now
so
get
you
up,
guys are getting
grab
out
your
of there.
blaster, start shooting. I'm gonna do the thing, I think, especially if you want to like smash cut. Like now we're going through the hallway. I've got Tossa by one arm. I'm doing the thing. I'm like wildly shooting behind me, and I'm trying to traverse us through these halls.
Nice. It sounds good. I like that. You're doing the thing. We cut to Tila Path. After the stormtroopers have run past, Venagander then grabs your arm, pulls you back into the hallway, and then boom, this door, the shadow door, open up, and you see that there is this like beautiful, sleek, TIE advanced fighter, and he's gonna try to yank you to the TIE advanced and like stick you in there and fly away. That's his intent. I'm sorry, you're eating. Should I skip away to somebody else? I didn't realize.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just needed to swallow. Yeah, I think when I see the ship, I think that's when I like stomp on his foot and try to get away from it.
Awesome. And I don't think I did at all a good job. I'm imagining this is like a very small hangar that could easily be missed. It's already like there's a force shield, whatever doors they have are open, so you can see the gas giant outside, and then there's the TIE advanced, and I'm imagining like there's a little catwalk thing that you can go and then you can kind of dip down into the the hatch is open. But yeah, you can totally try to escape Vanagander if you would like. Are you looking to like strike and hurt him, or are you just trying to
I'm just trying to like cause him some pain and distraction so I can wrench myself loose and run back into the Star Destroyer.
Okay.
Because I want to get back to my people. They're clearly here. So
obviously. Then let's have you defy danger because you're doing something chancy here, trying to escape your captor. I feel like it's a little more dex, but I could also see con as you're trying to hold steady. Do either of those feel like the stat that most applies to what you imagine this escape works like?
I think it's more dex. It's more about like a temporary distraction and then like being quick and agile to get away.
Okay.
So that's two. I get an 8. So let me see. By danger. 7-9, you can do it by the GM or less success cost of consequence.
Yep. Yeah, I think what he's going to do is now that we have these stun rules, that is his plan. He's going to shoot you with a blaster set to stun. So you'll get away, but you'll be stunned, meaning that any action you take after that until you're able to shake it off will be defying danger.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much choice in that, so that's what happens then, I guess.
Did my stun blast sound work?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, good. Good. Yay! All right. Yeah. So he tries to stun you. You are able to get away, and maybe you're like winding down, and he's chasing after you at this point. You're hurt. Your senses are addled, but you're going in this towards the sound of blaster fire. And I think because it's like super cinematic sin, you're carrying Tasa Bray, like yelling at Rika Samian, who's limping after you, and you see your sister. She's down a long hallway, and you see moving out from behind her is Vanagander. Cincinnati, what do you do?
Oh, this deal's getting worse all the time. Um,
Help me! You're my only hope.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I hate
I
to do
almost spit take.
I really hate to do this. Okay, does Rika look like she has finally like gathered her senses?
She's hurt. She knows what's going on at this point. She's going to try to shoot Vanagander because you did make her go back and get her thing. She's doing it one arm, and she's not a great shot. Probably a better shot than you. But yeah, she's here.
She's the better shot than me?
Sadly, true.
If she's the better shot than me, then I will hold on to Tasa. Do we have like a thing in the hallway where I can like put her down for a second so we can deal with Vanagander?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you're gonna duck out and put Tasa Bray down. Tasa, you've been in a world of pain.
Oh my god.
And yeah, I think there's something in your mind now. And during these moments where you faded in and out.
Tasa Bray, if you want to save your brother, you need only take me. I will give him up. He is weak compared to you. Return. Put me on. Wear me. And your brother can go free.
And then when you come out of it, Cincinnati Soul Run is like dropped you down, and you're in a little alcove area. Maybe it's one of those where like astromechs go in and like dial in to call up information and do some of their work. And you hear some blaster fire going on. Tasa, what do you do?
So I think I have my arm stump kind of shoved underneath my robes, and I've gotten covered in sweat, and I think I push back against the edge of the corner to kind of push myself up so that I can get up to full height. And I look, where we came from, just to kind of assess the situation and where the blaster bolts are coming from. Where is Kaz right now? Is he covering our exit?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Let's cut back to Kaz Kinggrave. As they all took off, you shot Darth Ominous, and then he did this, and the door closed behind you.
Nice trick. I'm firing again. I'm blasting. At this point, I would like to do a couple of things. At this point, I feel like I am hunting Darth Ominous, or whatever he calls himself now. He was just some punk with a bounty when I knew him.
It's true.
And so as naming him, if I'm a hunter, I could chase him down, but also when I take damage from him, I will roll with advantage after that. So if he does any damage to me at this point, because I at this point, Kaz is like, sorry, bud, you gotta go. You close the door on me. My only way out is through. It's happening.
So good.
So that's what I'm doing.
I love it.
All right. Are we cool with me rolling blast again?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it totally makes
all
sense. Just so you know, you're now rolling with disadvantage because he is using his force powers to try to deflect it back at you.
Sure. You know what? He can try, is what I'll say to that. But this. No, you go ahead.
Can I try to aid? by talking back and interfering through the force with the suit.
You can try to do that. That sounds delightful and plausible. I am into this. Aid or interfere when you help or hinder someone you have a bond with. Roll plus bond with them. What's your bond?
I think our bond is 1.
Makes
Make
sense.
sure. Yes. So let me roll that and see if I can help.
He's keeping an important secret from you, it turns out.
Boxcars +1. Boxcars +1.
Plus
What
one.
you gonna do about it, Rich? What you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that?
That's awesome. So you now you had disadvantage.
Okay.
So then that cancels out. Because advantage, disadvantage, they just cancel out. You're rolling flat plus it's blast them, so you are rolling plus your dex.
And the
Just
words I
+1.
think you hear
Words.
Tossa mutter a little bit is, you don't understand how strong both of us are. The Bray family will defeat you.
Nice.
Sick. All right, yeah, feeling that kind of momentary lapse in this like push on me, bringing my arms up into a better aim, and firing 2d6 +1, just an 8. Hey, mixed success happens to the best of us.
Awesome. You get this is blast him again. So 7 to 9, you choose one. You have to move to get the shot, placing you in danger of the GM's choice. That danger will be a lightsaber. Take what you can get. You have disadvantage on your damage roll, or you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by uno.
Yeah, the ammo thing I feel like would be a cheat to take because we haven't really been messing with that. So I will take the placing me in danger. Yep.
Yeah, I need to figure out like how we want to deal with ammo. Or maybe just swap that out with a different interesting option. Cool.
Yeah, it's tough with Star Wars because you never see them change ammo, but we know that sometimes they run out because we've seen Boz do it. R.I.P. Boz Malbus. He's one with the Force. The Force is with him. All right, here's my damage die.
Oh, Boz Malbus. I love Boz Malbus.
A 7.
Okay, cool. So just so we're clear, you chose move to get the shot, place you in danger of the GM's choice.
I think Kaz hits him with that first shot. He sees that he got through, even if it wasn't a killing blow. He saw that he landed it, and that force was being pushed upon him. He feels it release, and Kaz walks straight up at him, trying to get a better shot. He's just he's like hunting him down.
Sweet. Yeah. So you are hunting him down. You're moving forward. The first one he deflects back to you. That is the danger of GM's choice. We'll have you roll damage in a second. The second one, though, you fire just too quick and it hits him right in the chest. And even with his armor, that's enough where he falls back and then down, and the lightsaber it extinguishes. Please roll a d10. Don't forget, you have 1 armor from your stormtrooper-ness.
You're on mute, Cody.
I rolled 7 again, so hitting myself for 6.
I couldn't even tell. Did you roll?
I did, yes. Yeah, I rolled a 7. Now here's a question, just real quick. Not that it seems like it matters, but him reflecting black back to me, does that count as now it's personal? Take damage from someone I'm hunting, roll with advantage against them. So if in the future, hypothetically, I was to be okay, cool.
Hell yes, I love it.
So you described he drops lightsaber, deignites.
He drops to the ground. The lightsaber extinguishes, and he's not moving.
Do I
you can hear people beating on the door.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take his lightsaber. I'm going to reach out and pick it up, and then I want to run to the door and get it open.
Nice. Cool. So you reach down, you pick up the lightsaber, and when you turn to start to move to the door, you feel something stop you from moving. And when you look back, it's one of those weird, I'm going to go wrestling. It's like an Undertaker sit-up thing, except led by his face. It's almost as if some unnatural force is picking him up. And you see he's bleeding heavily from all the blasters. You hit him twice hard. and he's bleeding, and he's just standing up almost like a puppet on strings.
Does his face look? Does he look aware? Does he look conscious? Or I guess he's masked
wearing
up,
that mask. Yeah, he's got that mask, so you.
So then I don't know. So I assume this is under his power. I'm blasting again. As soon as I see him start sitting up, it's a quick James Bond turnaround. Pew!
Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, I'm now rolling with advantage. Oh, just damage again, not to hit.
Yeah.
Okay,
just roll damage.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Okay.
You
10.
You feel, Tassa. You feel your brother's fear,
And I think I'm going to spend a point of expanded consciousness to send something to Cause saying it's the suit. And you see me in the hallway going, oh. So it's a telepathic message to someone I have a bond with, which is, it's the suit. The suit is the thing that's controlling everyone.
Well, I sure blasted a 10. How's that do, Rich?
You reach out and you tell Cause just as he fires a blaster shot, and through that connection, Tassa, you feel your brother's spirit coming to you. And Cause, he's got to be dead. Like, you see through him, and he starts pulling you and pulling at that lightsaber. Like, it's stiff. You can see that something is amiss, because no one could survive what you just did.
Do I feel? Can I even reach like the door controls, or am I like held back?
Yeah, so let's say you got there. He stopped you just before you opened, so you can reach for the door controls. If you do, he's going to pull that lightsaber away from you.
That's fine. That's fine. Kaz was like,
hold on,
Kaz
just so you know, that's not fine. I just want you to know, like, between me and
fine,
you,
Rich.
Cody.
It's fine.
Okay,
Rich.
okay, cool, fine.
I gotta get out of here, man. Yeah. So Kaz is going to turn. He's going to reach for the door. It's the suit. I feel like he's dead. There's some sort of droid thing happening, so he's just trying to get out to get to the ship. Or
let's
get to
cut away.
Ship we're stealing.
I love that. Let's cut back to Tyr Lepath. You're still stunned, and you called out to Cincinnati, and he was carrying Tassa. You could recognize Tassa vaguely, and then they disappeared on you. And then some stormtrooper. Oh wait, no, that's Rika. She's like firing at Vanagander. You've got a moment here. What do you do?
I think I try to find like if there's a side corridor or something, I can stagger down to get out of the line of fire and away from him.
Awesome.
So.
You need to defy danger. The danger is that you're stunned.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're trying to power through. It feels like you're just summoning all and endearing and holding steady. Enduring, not endearing. Jeez, Rich. Enduring and holding steady. So please roll plus your con, which is flat.
That's a 6.
Yeah. So
Can I assist? Can I assist here?
You could. You could.
Yeah,
How would you do that?
I think I still have a gun in my hand, so I am, obviously she's moving really slow as she's trying to like muster the strength to move on. So I'm just gonna give her some cover fire.
Okay, that sounds
still
good.
have my gun in my
Roll
hand,
plus your
yeah.
bond with your sister.
All right. I will help you, sister.
We shall see.
No, I won't. I just
Hey, looks like a.
You know what?
That looks like a miss.
You know what? I'm gonna use my luck point.
Good call. Perfect chance. Again, is luck? Is it better to be lucky than to be good?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Roll it again.
All right. Luck of 0. And now I'm rolling with disadvantage for everything I do.
Oh, this is awesome. I love that we
So
tipped to
out
the
of
other
luck.
side of it.
After this. All right. 10.
Talk about going from famine to feast. That is
Mhm.
wicked. So there's, what is it that what is it about your luck? Do you think it was your connection with your sister? Do you think it was some unknown force?
I think just having watched Fast and Furious, I think it's the power of family. Like, if you let me take over the fiction here a little bit, I think we have that video game moment, like Call of Duty style, where we see out of Tyr Lepath's eyes, and she's just got kind of like flashbanged. We've got flashbang vision, but then she sees me on the corridor and it's slow mo, and I'm like, no. Oh, wait, and here it is. This is the killer right here. I call her. Hold on. Okay, I go Lala, and that's when she like the music swells, and then she's like moving, and that's what gives her that second wind.
Or
But I
does
still
it?
need to.
Yes,
roll.
exactly. You now need to roll a single d6. It will likely replace the one that you.
Yeah.
Or,
So
yeah.
I just need to roll not a 1, I think. That's a 6.
Oh man, that's amazing! You just power through and get out of the way. Oh man.
Oh,
Awesome. You are able to escape Vanagander. Since now you gave cover fire. You're firing at Vanagander, and then he's distracted. You shoot and near. I think you hit him, right? But it's a glancing blow because your intent was not to defeat him. And in just righteous anger, he lashes out. And you need to roll a d6 because he's going to hurt you because Tierra got away.
Okay, so is he shooting back at me? Is this blaster fire?
He's like throwing his hands out, and this unseen force hits you like a Mack truck.
Oh my geez.
Just
Okay.
slams you across, like you were in that little alcove, like slams you against the wall hard.
Oh my geez. Okay, here we go. 1.
Wow. Okay.
I know.
And it hurts some, and it's more surprising. But also Rika was hit by the same force, and she like hits the deck and skids back, and she's out. Like it just knocks her out.
So what's this damage?
Yeah, that was 1
That
point
it
of
just
damage.
rolled? Okay.
It was the
so-
force, no armor, like it's AP because he just
Okay.
slammed you hard.
Cool.
Something crazy.
I'd like to do some BS here.
Sure.
Okay, with your permission. What if Irla gets to the hall and I like have that sharpshooter moment and I hit the panel just right and then the door closes
to
and I'm
close?
trying to leave yeah. Well,
Oh,
'cause
to close
we're in a
when she's
hallway.
away. Yep.
Yeah, and then she's in that room, right? So what if she gets in the hallway and then I pew and like
So now it's like he's got to deal with you. He can't get to Telepath. You're in the way. Is that what you're? And
oh, I would be
Tassa?
cool. I would be cool with that too. Like I run into the room and I close the door and push Tierla into the
Yeah, I
hallway.
mean, all this was happening in a hallway, and maybe Tierla's
Oh, I
going
see.
through the doorway you shut, and now Tierla's safe.
Yeah, that.
But he's in there with you and Tassa and Rika.
Oh, I'm cool with that. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool.
Let's do it. Yeah.
We amend that, and that is what happens.
Oh, okay. I don't have to roll. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's way too cool for a die roll to mess that up. Let's just that's
awesome.
a thing. That's part of your awesome help that you pulled off because
Sweet.
Now let's cut to we're gonna cut to Cause Kingrave and then bounce to Tassa Bray. So Cause this Sith puppet thing has his lightsaber. You open the door, there are a bunch of stormtroopers who are just outside. They're trying to get in. What's the plan here, Cause?
My plan, hear me out, is to defy
Hey, if I'm
danger.
going to listen to Cisco, I'm definitely going to listen to you.
Yeah,
man.
no,
I
I think the plan is that, you know, the door opens, there's a ton of stormtroopers, there's this thing behind me. I think Kaz almost wants to kind of just, my first thought is he would be running through it and then just like drop to the ground and hope that like whatever's about to happen goes above him and he can crawl out of there. But depending how many stormtroopers, it's just a lot. We could just say a lot. It's
hold
fine.
on, I'll roll 2d6 because you need to
Okay.
know a number, so I'm giving it to you, bro.
It's just whether or not I should run away from them or crash into them, I guess.
7 of them. They're a lucky 7.
A perfect number, a perfect amount.
Or you could do the Han Solo thing and do both. Run toward them and then run away from them.
Right, yeah. And then try and run back past the
No, the door, like you're this far away.
Yeah, no, this I think yeah, this is it's a bad day to be an Imperial. Kaz blasts the first stormtrooper right in front of him and runs through the gap he makes in the lines. And he's running down that hall. He's getting through. It's what's gonna happen. It's what's happening, Rich.
Give me a defy danger with strength because you're trying to power through.
All right.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh boy. My strength, great number, 0. All right, let's just all take a minute to remember Kaz as he was, as he's lived, and as he will continue to live with a 6. I rolled a 6.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is a thing. That's a whole thing. I just want
You don't have to share it.
to show it.
You don't have to rub the salt in the wound, you monster.
Rub the salt in the wound. Okay, go ahead and mark an XP. Congratulations there. That's got to feel good. Yeah, if you could roll 2d6 for me, only stormtroopers shoot are this precise, as you're going to take 2 different, so armor gets to apply to both of them. But you get shot twice after you run through. You do gank the first stormtrooper. Like, you gank him hard. And then the other guys are like, whoa, I didn't, like, woo. And then you run past and they're like, wait, get that guy. And they fire at you. And as you're running away, you hear,
hey boss, you don't look so good.
I rolled 2d6. I rolled another 5 and another 1. I don't know how this is possible. So the 1, I cancel out completely with the stormtrooper armor. The 5, I will take 4. I'm down to 13 HP currently.
Man, you're just like getting hit in the back a couple of times. You crawl, stagger, and do that little Zeb Aurelius move that did not work for sure.
Kaz isn't as big as Zeb. That's that's
the true. You don't have the backwards leg thing. I think that gives him more stability. But anyway,
so much force.
Tassa Bray. You reached out to your brother and then in a moment of desperation, trying to help, you told Kaz what he needed to know, but it was too late. And now you feel Fonra coming to you without all the fetters, without his body. How do your people view death?
So the land that I come from is desolate and it's a harsh land. So we know death is always on the table. This is something that happens frequently if you're not careful. So this is just a part of life, and I will, we will miss him, but this is something to be expected in the world. It's not necessarily a surprise or something that I'm in denial about. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Does that answer the question?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I wasn't there in time to help.
You did. You freed me. I've been trapped for so long. I gave it just little pieces at first, and then there wasn't anything left. I've done terrible things, Tossa. Sorry, I brought shame to our name.
Do them? I'm not sure that you were responsible for that.
I'm responsible for giving it a vehicle, if nothing else. You have to destroy the mask. It holds the power I thought for a moment that you had. It was so close. It's the first time I even felt pain in so long. Our parents are calling to me.
Be with them and be at peace. As you see like a tear come down Toss's face. Yeah.
And we see the like Force ghost moment, and he reaches out and cups your cheek and then fades away. And you start to become aware of the fact that there is a person walking past you, like walking near, and he's trying to force choke Cincinnati at this point.
And this is the suit?
This is Vanagander, actually. The suit hasn't made his way to you. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Ooh.
You've gotten in my way for the last time, Soul Run. Lifting up, doing the Darth Vader like clinch thing, Cincinnati.
Oh no, baby.
And did you want to do something, Sin?
No, man, go for it. This is your moment.
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Search your feelings, for goodness sake.
I think I'm going to push. I'm going to use telekinesis again and reach out, and I'm going to touch Van, and use telekinesis to kind of shove him away while he's focused on Sin. Probably, we'll see if it's into a wall or what.
Okay, let's see.
And that's telekinesis, 2d6. Is this at disadvantage?
No, he's not focused on you at all.
Okay. Okay. That's a 14.
Wow. Go ahead and roll your damage if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me roll that. I'm not great at damage, but 2d6 plus 1. And it's armor piercing 2. So it's 3.
Nice.
And I think I push him, I reach out and it's kind of like, a detonation, and he goes off and, hits the wall, and that's where the damage comes from.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you slam him back since you finally get your air passage opens up again, and it looks like Vanagander's gonna at this point he's going to ditch. His plan is to go to the hangar. He's not just turning his back on you, but he's getting out of here.
We gotta take this dude out, or else he's gonna keep coming for Tirla.
It's true, he will. He's got a contract, and unlike Kaz Kingrave, he's going to get paid.
Wait, what? No, we're getting paid, Rich.
Awesome. So we cut to Kaz Kingrave, and I think you stumble into the hangar at this point. Okay. Like you successfully got free, and you see the dilapidated, really can't fly Duchess Gambit, and right beside it, if I direct your attention to the NPCs tab on row 31, is a sleek space yacht that is a beautiful obsidian and chrome, and it's already humming to life. and the little gangway plank is open, and Lilu sticks her head out and says, "Hey, where's Cincinnati? And I don't know, the other people we're supposed to get, Tirla, the princess, you know."
They're not here. I don't I don't know. They're supposed to be here. They were supposed to be here.
They're not. We should just go, and we can come back and save them later, but be alive to do it.
Are there other doors leading off from this hangar?
Boom, door opens up and Tirla Path comes into the hangar.
Just Tirla, though? Just Tirla?
Just Tirla.
Tirla.
You like almost run over Kaz Kinggrave, Tirla Path. The stun is over. You're unstunned at this point. You've been able to clear your senses.
Tirla, we're here to rescue you. This is great. You can get on this ship. I need to find Sin and Tassa.
I'm not. You're not going without me.
Do you have a weapon?
I find one. You have an extra. I know you have an extra. You know you have a spare gun.
Unfortunately, I don't. They took everything off me. You might be better help if you get the ship ready. We're gonna need to make a fast exit.
Are you sure you can get them?
It's what I'm paid to do.
Oh, it's a good idea you piloting, Lilu says. I'm a terrible pilot. I like bump into the sides of things, and usually I just let, like an astromech do it for me.
Be quiet. Yes, go get them. I'll have the ship ready.
Paz runs down the door that just opened that Tirla ran into and starts looking for his allies.
Cool. Let's cut back to Cincinnati. You are screaming at Tassa, "We have to take this guy out. He'll keep coming back, keep coming after her." So, Cincinnati, what do you want to do? He is focused on getting away. So if you want to blast him, you can, but you'll have to do so with disadvantage.
No, I want to give him the trench coat. I want to do my planet's move where I use my trench coat to try to trip him up or do some weird thing. I need to make a custom move for this. We've got one session left, but I might make a custom move for this.
Okay.
Yeah, but for now, maybe I'm trying to trigger Defy Danger. And I want to maybe slow him down or trip him up or do something fictional.
I feel like let's call it fight, because you're fighting in melee or close quarters, but using your cloak. So maybe we'll give you an entangle tag that you could add to it, if that sounds cool.
Yeah, sounds good. This will be with strength, which is -1, and I'm rolling at a disadvantage. So yeah, this will be great.
This is gonna be amazing. I need to do this thing.
Okay, 2d6. So am I rolling 3 d6s because this is disadvantage?
You are. You're rolling 3 d6s. We count that 2 and that 3, that beautiful 6.
5. So it's a 4. So I rolled a 4.
That is a 4. Yeah, that's a 4. Well, the good news is that he's just trying to get away. So rather than, he doesn't have a lightsaber. I mean, he had that weird push thing that he did. But at this point, what he's going to do is just shove you out of the way. You fall. Let's go ahead and have you roll a d4.
I'll say that I entangled myself.
get a little tripped up.
Yep.
You're not used to fighting people with crazy force powers, man. Don't feel bad.
And I'm rolling damage here, you said? How much?
Roll
D4?
A single d4.
Okay. Am I taking my armor into consideration?
Yeah.
Okay.
Armor can help you, so it's probably no big deal.
Cool. Oh, 1. Wow.
Yeah,
okay,
you don't
so I
even
take
really
no
feel.
damage.
Bam! You kind of slam onto the deck, and he's opened the door. He's heading down towards the hangar. I'll check in with you in just a second, Tassa. But Cincinnati, you fell right beside Rika. She's not moving.
Oh no, baby. We have a Lion King moment where I'm like, Rika, and I'm trying to shake her awake.
Tassa Bray.
happens?
Vanagander is trying to escape, and he just shoved Cincinnati aside. You could hit him in the back.
If you don't mind, I'm fine with Vanagander getting away. I'm
Okay.
going to step forward where the open door is that Kaz came out of, where that suit was. Right?
So you're going back.
I'm going to this where the suit is. Now, I want to make sure I understand. Vanagander is trying to get away, not get to the suit. Is that right?
Correct. He is not trying to get to the suit.
But I think, in my mind, the suit is more dangerous than anyone else we've run into. So I want to go and attack the suit.
Okay, so you're leaving Cincinnati, letting Vanagander go, going back to the place that Cincinnati had carried you away from. Let's say that when you come down a hallway towards where that room was,
Yes.
you see your brother's body, the mask, the lightsaber out, and a bunch of stormtroopers around him.
Ah. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend my last focus, and I'm just going to telekinetically call the helmet to me. So it whips out from between all the stormtroopers, and then I'm going to run back the direction that Sin was.
Number one, you will be shot.
Okay.
That's just a devil's bargain thing. That is going to happen.
Okay.
Number two, you'll be rolling with disadvantage, but you can go ahead and use telekinesis. I think.
Oh, no. My telekinesis is I spend a point of expanded consciousness, and it just happens. I don't have to.
That's awesome. Yeah, you just do the thing. This is terrifyingly good.
Because it's a small thing, not opposed or anything like that. Yeah.
Yep, you do the thing. You do the thing. It's coming towards you, but please roll a simple d6. It's not so bad. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
I rolled a 1.
Oh man, you guys, stop rolling ones.
But I no longer have armor because the force no longer protects me, so I still take it. Yep.
You take it. Okay. Boom. You get hit. I think maybe it's like along your thigh. As one of the stormtroopers fire out. You bring the light. When you bring the mask, as soon as it leaves his body, it just drops. Falls to the ground. The lightsaber rolls away. It extinguishes. And I guess you're going to take off at this point?
Yeah, I'm headed back where Sin was. No, Sin is on the ground. Is that right?
When you run back, Sin, you've realized that Sin's he's a little out of it right now. He's like crying and sort of chewing. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on. Let's go back to the hangar. Cause Kingrave. Cause Kingrave. You're going back to try to find the others, right?
Yeah.
And I think after the door opens, just before it closes, the Ratataki, she like appears beside you, not in stormtrooper armor because it totally wouldn't fit her. Yeah, we got to get Cincinnati. I can't leave him behind again.
Good. That's good. It's good that you realize that. Now let's find them.
Okay, let me check the tracker I stuck on him.
Genius. Finally, someone who's good at their job.
It's a little beep, and it's not far away.
Classic leader.
So, Tassa Bray, you were coming back to find Cincinnati, and Sin. You know that you've had your blanking moment. She's gone.
She's gone. I'd take her body with me. I'd pick her up.
Nice. And Tassa, with her one good arm, is carrying that mask. She comes down the hallway, Cincinnati, you see Tossa, you see that Cincinnati has picked up Rika Samian and is carrying her. What do you do, Tossa?
We have to get out of here, and I'm going to run in the direction where I saw everyone else head. You know, everybody's leaving. We have to leave too. And I think there's troopers after me, right? So I think we see these blaster bolts come by, and I duck around the corner, and I'm like, we gotta go.
The music starts to swell. You guys all you're running down a hallway. You see Kaz ahead. You've started coming with Leilu. Oh, he's coming our way. Oh, this is gonna be fine. We're good. We're good. Maybe I should go back. Do you think Tyrone knows how to start it?
We're good. We're good.
Okay. And yeah, Cincinnati, you're carrying Rika. Tossa is carrying the mask. Kaz, you see the two of them. They need some cover fire. What is
not a second
that
thought? Immediately
look like?
start firing over their backs.
Awesome. So you're firing at some of the stormtroopers. A couple of them duck, and now they're firing around. And I would like to see one roll defy danger from Tossa Bray or Cincinnati. Cause you can choose a couple of things. You could either do defend, or you can choose to help one or the other, but not both of them.
I think defend is actually what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to
feels
cover
right
them. So yeah, I'll make the defend roll.
And I'll make the defy danger roll.
Okay.
Roll plus con. Oh, hell yeah. Because you know what my con is? 2. It's my highest stat.
You're very con. You'd think the Cincinnati would have the highest con, but it turns out, no, that's not true.
Turns out my con modifier is 0.
Just do it, Rich. Just show them. Just show the world.
We should rename that Defend Don't.
Oh my. Jeez.
Another snake eyes. Look at all these ones here, friends. In fact, we've rolled 4 ones in a row.
Defend didn't.
Yep.
I don't know, Rich.
Mark
I'm
XP.
ready. I'm ready to see the Black Gate if we need to.
I think Cos Kinggrave is gonna get shot.
Okay.
Please, Kinggrave, roll me. Oh yeah. Oh, here's what I'll give you, Cos Kinggrave.
Yeah. What do you got for me, bud?
So Tossa Bray and Cincinnati are trying to run and avoid danger. Only with 10 pluses are they gonna avoid taking some kind of damage. But for each of them, you can eat that damage instead. That's the hard choice that I'll give you there.
Easy. Done. You got it.
All right. We'll see how it goes. Tossa Bray, I think you are running as well as you can.
Yeah.
But the mask does not want you to do that. So you're going to need to roll a disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh.
And what am I rolling?
You're going to defy danger with Dex to try to get
Defy
to
danger
the
with
hangar and
Dex.
get out of here.
Let's see what that looks like. Oh, snake eyes again.
So many ones. So many ones. Awesome. Please roll me 2d6 for the damage that you're going to take that Cause can opt to eat.
I, Cause Kengrave, will eat. Is this 2 shots or 1 shot? Is
2 shots. It's 2
okay.
shots.
Am I taking both of them?
You are.
Okay. I'm going to eat both of it, but I'm going to take the 5 first. Dead men don't get paid. When you take damage, you can choose to roll with disadvantage ongoing until you state one of your motivations instead of taking the damage. If you already have this penalty, you cannot choose this option again. So
that's
that 5,
awesome.
Out of there. That 2, that hits me for 1 because I have 1 armor from the Stormtrooper armor.
Okay, cool. So you've just taken a mere 1 hit points from that. Now, Cincinnati, please roll with Defy Danger. I think Dex as well. You're trying to run and you're carrying. If you choose to continue to carry Rika Somion, you must roll with disadvantage as well.
Well, I'm going to roll with disadvantage
unwieldy.
anyway.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You roll with disadvantage all the time.
So
All
maybe
right.
you want. So maybe you want me to roll -1 with
Nah,
disadvantage. I
no,
think that's
there's no
apropos.
double
No?
disadvantage. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're already unlucky. That's bad enough.
Okay.
All right. It's gonna be a 6, and a 6 right here.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
We
Triple
need it
six.
after all these terrible rules. My
Roll the
God.
number of the
Six.
beast.
And then the +6. Or no, plus dex, excuse me.
It is plus dex.
Okay. Nope.
2 and a 1.
Well,
and a
actually, no.
1.
4 plus 2. No.
No, if you don't get that 4,
Nope.
buddy, it's
That's
disadvantage.
come on. Give me a hard move here, Rich.
Yeah, I think the hard move is it's boring if it's just damage. It's boring. What's more exciting? What's more interesting?
Do I drop Rika and then they have to
Yeah.
drag me into the ship and I'm screaming trying to get her body?
Leaving her behind.
Yeah, that's dramatic.
Yeah, that's it. I like that. Yeah, you have to leave Rika behind.
And I think I'll take a debility. How's that?
Ooh, sweet. There we go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for the help. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I think I will be shaken.
Oh, amazing. It feels shaken. Cause you grab Cincinnati. Tassa makes it past you after you took those couple of shots. Tierla, the ship, she is humming. This thing is top of the line. This is the kind of ship you're used to. Not that bucket of bolts your brother flies around the galaxy, which, by the way, is right over there. And it's seen better days. Like every day that it's seen is better than today.
But it's named
Cincinnati,
after her
they're
mom.
dragging you away. The last thing that you see as the gangway closes up is the remnants of the Duchess Gambit. You see the pitted holes around the picture that you had made of your mother.
Yeah.
It's the last thing that you see.
My baby, Enrica.
The ship glides out of the hangar, and you guys are able to escape the Venator class Star Destroyer, the Reclamator. Let's take a break. I think it would be a good time for a quick break for us. We'll deal with the logistics of where does Tierla Path fly you guys in a bit, but first I want to see what are the things that happen. Like Cincinnati, when Cos Kingrave pulls you aboard Sombra's ship and you fly away, seeing the wreckage of the Duchess Gambit left behind on the Reclamator. What do you do?
I think I'm screaming and I'm crying and I'm, screaming the ship's name and I'm screaming Rika's name. And I think my body just shuts down on me and goes, nope, you need to rest. And I pass out.
Nice. And then Tassa Bray, as you hold this mask and you reflect on the loss of your brother, who you've been seeking for so long, and when you found him, he was so broken. But now perhaps he has a chance for peace. What do you do?
I think we see me coming in, and I have the helmet kind of crooked under my good arm. I guess my good arm. I kind of come in. I see Cincinnati drop, and I take the helmet and I kind of toss it in the corner like it's garbage. And I grab a hold of Sin and kind of pick him up, and we walk back until I can find like a bench kind of area, and I put him inside that bench, and I think I pull up like a little blanket over him and kind of tuck him in.
Oh.
And then, even better, I'm gonna lay down on the floor right outside that bench and just collapse. I'm out too. Yeah.
Nice. Oz, after you took care of what needed to be done, Tassa and Sin, they're out. Where do you go? Do you head up to check in on your pilot? Do you
Yeah,
Need something.
cause he's the stormtrooper armor is misfitting, plates are blasted apart. There's wounds, dirt, grime all over him. Took quite a beating, and he's gonna go up to the cockpit, and he's just gonna kind of put an arm on the top, on the back of the chair, and he's just gonna, how are you doing, Tirla?
And Tirla is like internally, she's seen everyone else just break down, and they're a mess. And I mean, she's seen cause he's all shut up, or shot up, I should say, because he never shuts up. Uh, so she's like everything that was troubling her, she's just pushing that away because she's got to fly the ship.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get away, and she doesn't trust anyone else to handle that right now. So she's but to cause, she doesn't look at him. She's like looking at the panels and where they're going, and I'm fine. Go look after the others.
They're crashed out. I'm gonna scavenge the ship and see what we have available to us. I'll do that. Tirla, I'm sorry I wasn't there to get you out.
It's fine. We're all out.
He does that kind of, bounce the fist on the chair. All right, keep us flying. Guess where we need to go.
Will do.
And then Kaz heads back into the ship and starts, scavenging. If he can, he's gonna try and rebuild his arsenal that he has. Look for gear, for med packs, for all sorts of stuff. That Sombra must have had stuff on it.
Oh, this thing is kitted out. You can absolutely refill your stock. The larder is fully stocked in the small, very tiny galley. This is just like the dope penthouse for one set up for a yacht. It's tight, but for one person to live in it is pretty amazing.
Then if I can, I imagine Kaz is going through things, taking an inventory. He gets a blaster at the very least. He gets a blaster.
For sure.
And then the next time we see him, he's in the galley. He has just like a huge bowl of food, just like some weird rehydrated soup. And he looks like John McClane in Die Hard. He's got like, his under, he's got a tank top and shorts. The armor's off. He's just like in his underwear, cut, bleeding, bruised, burnt, eating soup quietly in the galley.
Nice. Tirla, where are you going? You've got. Yes, I also recognize that is an awesome, super dope reference, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Do you want to head to Neffel Station? This thing is it has hyperspace engine. She's in perfect shape.
Is there, because there's two ways to do this. Is there some place we feel like is good for the final? Because we have like one more session planned. Mm-hmm. So is there somewhere we want to go to tie up loose ends?
We, if I might say, the original job in the first place was to get you to your aunt. Maybe that's getting true. To your aunt wherever she might be in the system. Maybe that's at the very least a spot to lay low.
Maybe sure. It's a spot where Cause could get paid.
Then I'm going there.
Sweet. Yeah, so you plot out a course to head to your aunt. And I think for what brief time we have left, maybe we just do a couple scenes in travel, and then we'll pick up with you guys arriving wherever you arrive. Cincinnati, when When you finally wake up, you feel rested. Passing out like that is a little restorative. You're back to full hit points. And when you start becoming aware, you realize that there's someone lying against you. You see that it's Lilu. She's sort of hunkered in and pulled you in to lay against her. And then you see Tassa Bray lying on the floor near you.
Has Lilu like snuggled up on the cot, or is she like sitting
Yeah,
as something?
no,
She's
she's like
snuggled.
she's small, so she's made herself as small as she can in order to like huddle up next to you. She's
Is
awake.
Tassa?
She
Is
didn't.
Tassa?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
No. What question do you have about Tassa?
Yeah, is Tassa awake or is Tassa asleep?
Sure. Yeah.
Tassa's awake. I think I'll just put my hand, like I'll use one hand to either like embrace or put my hand on Lilu and the other one on Tassa. Just as an unspoken way to be like, what are you guys doing? Or let them know that I'm awake if they want to say anything. It's just such a grave moment. I don't know that there's much talking to do, really.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a big long conversation. It could even be just a scene that has no dialogue but has music. But
yeah, I think that's what I'm going for.
So I don't know if this would be appropriate. Rich, isn't there a move that you had at some point from a different game about traveling through a ship?
Oh yeah. I stole that from Uncharted Worlds. I can drop that in. I've dropped that into so many PBTA games.
I don't know if the questions that come out of that are good, but that might be
Let's take a
something to
look at it.
prompt.
I will grab it real quick.
Setting the scene.
Oh no! I think I may have moved the Uncharted Worlds main. I've got the alpha for the let's see, enclosed space. I think it was called. Oh shoot! All right,
That's okay. Don't worry about it. I don't want to derail things.
When I search in the Google Drive for it, I don't see it either. Sadly. Yeah.
That's fine.
Perfect opportunity. Missed opportunity. Dang.
But I think Tassa, reaches up and kind of pats your hands and starts to get up and leans over and says, "I know she meant a lot to you. Do you think you'll be okay with the loss?"
Sin is still learning how to like express his feelings. So I think he'll ask you, I know he was your brother. Are you gonna be okay?
He's in a better place now. So I think that's let's put that one in the win column.
Oh, that is going to send Sin into a silent existential crisis, because this is probably the moment where he's going to have to be faced with him landing on what happens to us once we're gone. And like he is silent, but Toss is probably perceptive enough in a supernatural way that you see that that's gonna send my thoughts reeling. Is Rika in a better place?
And I think, yeah.
Much overwhelmed, very thought. Oh, I'll take this opportunity to ask Tassa, what did you teach me about that?
What did I teach you about what? About moving
What
on?
did you teach me about that? I think this will be a moment where like we can cut away to you sitting down and maybe sharing what people in your planet believe about the afterlife.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I lean forward and I'm like, the people we care for never really leave us. They become part of the universe. And I think that's when it kind of trails off a little bit as I start to speak about, you know, we're all stardust kind of thing.
I like it. Poignant moment.
I found it, and if you guys want to roll it, we can definitely do that. I'm hacking it now. Yep.
I was just going to say, does it have interesting questions or something like that?
It's when you undertake a journey, it's called cramped quarters, not unclosed spaces. When you undertake a journey between star systems trapped in the same tight confines for days on end, roll 2d6. Roll with disadvantage if supplies are low or tensions are high. On a 10 plus, describe how your ongoing task, personal project, or subject of study is progressing. Briefly touch on aspects that are interesting, frustrating, or rewarding about it, and what comes next. Recover hit points or remove a debility. That's my hack. On a 7 to 9, choose a crewmate. Describe a positive moment with them. Reveal an aspect of your past, your personality, your burden, or your beliefs. On a 6 minus, choose a crewmate. Work together to introduce or expand upon the personal conflict, philosophical disagreement, bad blood, or general aggravation that has developed between you. So that's the movie.
In the back of my mind, it was the, you know, have a moment with a crewmate and all of that, which, you know, Cisco, you're brilliant. That's exactly what we just did, right?
Yep.
Tell me about your beliefs, and we moved on. So I'm good with that. Yeah. Thank you.
Sounds good. We obviated a die roll. What about Tirla and or Cause?
Anders, you can go first if you like.
I think Tirla is keeping herself busy with the ship to avoid dealing with everything that's happened to everyone else. Like everyone's in crisis, but she's relatively okay, and that means she has to hold it together. So she, I think we see her watching Tossa and Sim talking, but she's like staying back, not getting involved, just like looking in for a moment as she's on her way to deal with something with the ship. So she sees them, and her face clearly shows that her heart is reaching out for them, but she knows that she has to, if she goes in there and talks to them, then she's going to break down too, and she can't do that right now. So she leaves them to it and just pushes down her emotions and deals with the ship.
For Cause, it's somewhat similar. It's just there's still work to be done. There's not time to rest yet. They can't rest easy on Sombra's ship. There's, you know, this thing's probably tracked 6 ways to Coruscant. There's no way to hang out here casually. So he's stripping it down. He's filling Camtonos, filling crates. These are things we can use. These are things that Sin can sell. These are things that we'll need. Because as soon as we get where we're going, we're going to have to figure something else out. This isn't a lasting solution. And I think he's hesitant to go talk to Sin, knowing that he pulled them away at the end, and he doesn't necessarily, after just having this conversation with Tassa about who her brother was, he doesn't want to talk about what he had to do. So he's just being as useful as he can be and getting them set up right for the next step. Sadie, hold my calls.
Of course, Master Kingrave. But before I've actually held the calls, I do want to know, do you want any updates on the bounty on Telepath?
Yeah, be good to stay update. What's the memo?
They've tripled the offer. They're also offering a title and her hand in marriage.
Wow. Well, thank you for letting me know. No one's going to be collecting on that anytime soon.
Understood. And is that the end of the session?
I think so.
I think so too. All right. 5 minutes left. Let's ask some questions. Let's see. Remember, it's drive and a bond. That's how you can get possible 1 to 2 XP. So, Cos Kingrave, did you gain profit from a hunt?
No.
I think this ship could be a profit from a hunt.
That's true. And he's pushing for it. I think it's well, and you know what else? If we want to be really big brain about it, his hunt, he did declare as Darth Ominous, and he gained a profit from that, and that they escaped. So no matter how you look at it, I think he did gain a profit on that. His drive did go up.
Yay!
I wonder if there's actually a bounty on Darth Ominous.
Oh, there's a New
that you
Republic
could
bounty
collect
on him. Faux show.
Yeah.
I considered it, and I was like, oh, I don't know, man. Who's out there putting bounties on Darksiders like this? But you know, there's probably there's an operation.
It's going to be small
finale going on,
right?
Yeah. Let's say that Sadie informed you of that as well. That you collected a bounty on.
Cool. Yeah.
The New Republic. From the New Republic on an individual by the name of Darth Ominous. Cool. And then did you exemplify or put yourself at risk for a bond?
Definitely put myself at risk for a few bonds, I think. Tearlapath owes me a lot. I think that's kind of still been pressing. Tassa Bray has my back when things go wrong. Was not letting her stick around with Darksiders, no matter how she wanted to play it. Cincinnati reminds me of an old target. No, that one not so much, but the other two I definitely hit. So that's just 1 XP, right?
Yes, correct. All you have to do is hit one of the bonds, and you did. Tassa Bray, what about your drive? Revealing truth.
I think the mask suit thing was probably a truth.
For sure. I completely agree. Then what about a bond?
I think working with Sin to get out of that area, I think fulfills the bond with him.
Yeah. I agree. And then Tearlapath, what about your revolution?
Well, this was mostly just running away, so I don't know if that's really.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I agree. Disappointed that I didn't give you more opportunities there. Just didn't see space.
So let's talk about that for a second. It says subvert or defy the system. If we defy the system as the Imperials, or even defying Van and not going with him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah,
true.
but I feel like just running away to not be trapped or killed, that's kind of just I don't feel like that's taking action. That's just reacting to stuff.
Sounds good. Okay.
What about a bond? Did you exemplify, put yourself at risk for a bond?
Not really. It were more people protecting me than me taking any risks helping anyone else, I feel like.
And then Cincinnati. What about you? Did you hit your drive?
Yep. Broke the law all over the place. So that's one, right?
Yep. And what about your bonds?
And then bonds, I just have to hit one, right? Or do I get
Correct.
one?
Just one.
Just one. Okay, yeah. Tulip Path knows my history and knows that blood runs thicker than water. We definitely had a brother-sister moment there.
That's really good.
Yeah. And then my bond with Tasa Bray is that I acquired something from her, but we haven't played into that. I want to change that to Tasa Bray has my back when things gone wrong. I think that is apropos after today's session.
Cisco, wouldn't you say that you have gained, maybe a belief from Tasa in this description of the afterlife? You've gained some knowledge now,
Yeah, there's that too. That is more interesting. Tasa Bray has a different but interesting worldview, and I want to learn more about it. How does that sound, you guys? That sound good?
Oh, I love that. That's great.
That sounds good.
Cool. So yeah, so we get one from that. And yeah.
Good. So now we hit the questions for the whole group. Did you have a thrilling adventure?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was something, all right.
It was something.
Did
you discover something about the galaxy or its history?
I don't
think
so.
This whole weird suit helmet thing, that's definitely something.
And I think the way death works in this galaxy, like we've had people talking beyond the grave and stuff like that. Yeah.
And we did have like 3 NPCs pass, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a good time to have that discussion. Yeah.
Sure did. You poor kittens. Anyway, did you defeat a threat to the region or the people? I think that's a resounding yes. And then, did you recover or redeem someone or something once thought lost?
I think the helmet.
I don't think the helmet's redeemed, but I think perhaps Fonric finding peace.
Fonric? Yeah,
I think so.
He did get his redemption moment, didn't he?
Cool. And then, did you restore hope?
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like this is a very tense ending. I feel like hope is kind of like, it's almost like it's not that we don't have hope. It's just like we're at the bottom of the barrel. Like we just got to get safe, and then we can really figure out stuff. That's how I feel.
Yeah, there's definitely a value, not a peak.
I would say the only hope that we restored was Vans.
Let me go back, because I realized that I was supposed to change my bond with Cos, and I've done that now, and I think it fits. I changed it to Cos is not as mercenary as he claims, and I trust him with my life.
Oh, hell yeah.
That.
Good. Thank you for that. That makes me feel better.
The fact that we just all saved each other's lives, does that not count as like we each now have an additional bond with each other?
Sure, I'd see that.
Yeah, because I could see now every time that we roll to assist, our bond is stronger, and so we should be rolling +2, I feel like.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Cool.
All right. Well, I think we're to the point where we talk about wishes. Reminder, next session is our final session.
So my wish is that we play another 10 Saturdays.
Damn it, that was my wish, Cisco. I was gonna say, here's my wish. this is fully the end of The Empire Strikes Back. We need another 5 sessions to be our Return of the Jedi.
Not wrong. We really do. I'm feeling it too. So I guess my only concern, I'll just like signpost this so that we can talk it through with wishes, is I don't want the last session to feel anticlimactic.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't feel like the last session is where you introduce new threats, like, and we took care of a bunch of, like, a lot of things came off the board here. So if you have any wishes of things that we walked away from because of a bunch of other things going on that you want to see brought back in.
I think this is kind of a freewheeling wish because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to land on it. But yeah, I think with that in mind, I would like to see this kind of delivery. Hey, Tirla, we've gotten you to safety with that. I'd like to see a scene there. And I'd like to see a scene with what Stephen mentioned last time, which is that we had, Nephil Station had slaves. We weren't about that. And we are also kind of entangled with them. And so I would like to then go there, and however that looks, whether that means like we do that first. I don't know. But those are 2 things I would like to see. And maybe that just means this next session. I don't know. Like I said, we should probably just play 5 more, Rich. You just got to work that in your schedule. Sorry. And maybe it's just like a lot of shorter scenes of us trying to rapid fire through some things, but
the other 2 things that I see that we have open is we have Vanagonder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who could come back, and we have to resolve, like, it's not a life for Princess Path to be living on the run all the time away from this bounty. So I'd like to see a resolution there as well.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think the bounty hunter is the thing that's outstanding. And I mean, it would be kind of weird because now we're going to a place where I would be safe. So for me to just go away from there right away, that doesn't make any sense. Which means that at least for my character, it's kind of, once we're there, I'm kind of done.
I imagined it as Tirla, and this is just my understanding, so I can be completely wrong. I would see it being like, here we are, we got you, you need to stay here, and Tirla being like, nah, dog, that's not what a leader does. Like, that in my mind, I'm like, yeah, as soon as we go there, it's not going to end with Tirla staying there because Tirla doesn't want to be safe. Tirla wants to be in the mix,
right?
And that is fully my understanding of the character, not like the fact.
Yeah, and I agree. It's just that we're on our way there now, and that was kind of my choice. So
Tirla, you're the one flying. Who knows where we end up at the start next session?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And the image that I had in my brain, trying to connect all the dots, was, does Van grab Tirla because the bounty's so high and take her back to Arcs, which involves all of the threads that we're dealing with? The problem I have with that is that it fridges Tirla's character, it fridges your character, and I'm like, that sucks. And kind of jerks you around. I like the idea much better of, we go where Tirla would normally go. Yeah.
I mean, one idea is that we go there, but he's following us, so he shows up there as well, and we have like a showdown there. That could work.
But I think you also need to have a showdown with your family. I want to see.
I agree.
Oh, and Sins, right? I want to see how that works out.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
I'm cool with handling that.
Since we can't go back to Riven, I think doing that with the ant is kind of a reasonable way.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Since we're tossing out ideas, what if your folks are with your aunt whenever we land?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that could work.
Ooh, tension, much conflict.
Let me check in real quick here because I feel like I may have conflated some things here. Is the Queen of Rivian Cincinnati's mother and Tirla's mother, or is the current queen a stepmother to Tirla and nothing to Cincinnati? Because I feel like I may have gotten stuff mixed in.
The way that I had written it in my mind that I had tried to explain it is our father is our major Wangrod, and we share the same bio father.
Okay.
The woman that I call my mother is a kind soul, but she's not my bio mother. My Wangrod of a father cheated on her, and then she raised me as her own.
Okay, because for some reason I thought you guys were connected by the mother. You're connected by a father. Okay. So
Who's
then
a major douche, and is he the one who sent out the bounty?
yeah, because I've got like mother of Tirla Path who raised Tirla and Secundo, originally from the planet of Biremill, where she was a duchess. There is the queen. I don't know. I'm
No, that's also
like
true.
I said. I think I got things.
No, that is a true thing. I think both those things that we just both said are true.
So Tirla.
Yeah, I remember it as how Cisco described it.
Okay, so then Queen Mirren Estreld was the Duchess.
Mm-hmm.
She raised Tirla and Secundo, but somehow Secundo was lost and is now Cincinnati.
Well, I think Secundo was lost because our mother couldn't have any bio children, and so he went off and did the Henry VIII thing.
Oh, so Mirren Estreld is barren, like she's unable to.
Well, she was, and then Tirla actually was born. So I think the reason why Sin ran away is because his douche of a father changed his name. Secunda means second.
I know.
So he actually had another name and changed his name and said, nope, the crowd is not going to you. It's going to my bio daughter. And Sin was like, I'm out of here. This place sucks.
Okay, that helps. Thank you guys.
I'm not really wanted here.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I've had trouble getting that stick in my head.
But then you're not his. So you're not. But that kind of contradicts what you said before.
Oh, you're right. Well, I think
we do share a mother.
Yeah, we can share a mother. That's fine.
Or maybe, I mean, it's fine with me either way. I think this is more your part of the story.
Yeah, well, I think if he has a bastard child, they won't inherit the throne because it has to be the child of the king and the queen.
Yeah.
And so you were gonna get the throne next.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do we end up?
Our dad is a jerk.
Okay, you share a dad. Okay.
He had we share a dad. He had Sin or Secundo out of wedlock, and he thought he believed that my bio mother couldn't have children. Turns out she could, and when he had a biological non-bastard child,
non-bastard is the
was picked for the throne. Secundo was kind of pushed to the side, and that made him take off. Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you for being patient with me being a little slow.
No, it's fine.
I don't know that I'm explaining it super well.
It hasn't shown up a lot, so.
Okay, cool. Any other wishes, things you guys wanted to hit, see, moves you wanted before we're done?
I'm super happy with everything because we essentially resolved the Rika thing in a sad way, but that's resolved. We've resolved my relationship with Tirla. So I personally, I think I want to see the slaves being freed as well, and that playing into Sin's arc of like he's become less selfish and he's trying to live for other people, and he's trying to learn how to live for other people, and this will be a good a good first step in that direction.
Steven, what about you? Anything you don't want to leave on the table that you want to make sure we get to?
No, I think we've talked about everything I had in mind.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Cody, what about you?
No, we covered it.
And Adesh, anything left?
No.
All right. Cool. Let's swing around to stars so we can end with stars, right? We like to end with stars. I know it's a little bit later, so we can each get 1 star. There you go, 1 star.
Oh man, 1 star. You're really gonna.
Adesh, you get to go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Cisco and Steven for their scene on the ship there at the end. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. Then Steven, you're next with 1 star.
I'm gonna give that to Cause stepping in and just blasting everything away.
God, this is so badass. This
That was so good.
Cody, 1 star.
My star is to you, Rich, for continuing to hack the game and give us the things we need, and then us not using the stun rules at all. Well, no, that's not true. We did use them a little bit. Anders was stunned, but it's just funny that we're like, we need rules for this. And it's like, I'm blasting to kill every time.
That's great. I was really appreciative of the viciousness. It was awesome. And Cisco, you 1 star.
My star goes to Andesh. I know, like you said, your session was like very reactive, but I still liked like everything that happened in your storyline, and with you getting hunted and running away from that, I still enjoyed it. So
cool, man. Session 9 now in the books. Good work, everybody. Stars all around. This was a really, really fun session. Vicious and mean. I was, and the dice did not love you guys. So thank you, dice, for giving.
Until it came to damage, then it loved us
so much damage.
Yeah, big star all around for that last third of the session. That was super intense.
Yeah, that was great.
Good stuff. All right, we'll bring the recording to a close. Thanks, everybody.